I'm open, but maybe you didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So we are at halftime here. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And now running right through it. And shutting him off. Now open field. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 98 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here on first down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Walsh now for the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Dalton to Hill on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the...
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, 48 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point try now for Walsh. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team. But
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there, but how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Wilson. Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are running.